What is up, guys? How about that Naruto chapter 619? Wow. I'm kind of finding it amusing in a way. Very funny that Naruto is actually becoming controversial now. I mean, there are people who are hating on it now, more than ever because of this arc. And there are people who love it even more. I have to say I'm kind of in the middle of this because there's some things I like and there's some things I hate. Honestly, on the path that it's going right now, this is probably what's happening right now is the best case scenario because I wasn't really liking the war too much, but now the Kages are back, and we find out more information about them. It's getting a lot better for this arc. But the main thing people are getting mad about is how they were brought back. How they were brought back is very controversial. I mean, I really honestly I don't care. Kishimoto. At the end of the day, we're all going to be reading it anyways, so it doesn't matter if you like it or not, honestly, unless you're planning on dropping Naruto, which I can't really see any of the people who are complaining doing, so. Alright, here we go. This episode, they're all brought back. First, second, third, and fourth. Sorry, this chapter. First, second, third, and fourth Hokages, all back, okay? Hashirama Senju is back, but there's a twist. Now, before this, we've had no indication of what his personality was like, Hashirama Senju, which is kind of funny because we've kind of all painted this picture in our minds that involves him being a badass. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a badass. Let me rephrase that. We thought he was going to be a real serious guy, Hashirama Senju, Madara's rival. Okay, these guys were enemies. We expected him because people often refer to his strength and he looked all the other times we've seen him actually he's looked very, very serious, but now we're finding out he's laid back. He's pretty much the equivalent of an older Naruto. He's that laid back. Not only is this guy laid back though, he's also kind of bullied in a way, or it seems like he's under, I don't know, the second Hokage, which is kind of strange because no one really saw this coming. I mean, no matter how many guesses you gave me, you wouldn't have been able to. I would have never seen this coming really. But basically, the point of this episode, or the main thing that happened in this episode, is a few funny moments involving the first and second Hokages, where Hashirama's pretty much silenced by his brother, and that's hilarious. That's hilarious. He pretty much has complete power over him. I'm pretty sure that Hashirama's the stronger of the two, but honestly, he's not acting the part. So let's see. Basically, we find out that, well, we don't find out. We already knew that Itachi was put up to destroy his village because he was looking out for the greater good of the village, right? He destroyed his people. He killed the Uchiha for the greater good of Konoha because they were gonna perform the coup and they were gonna kill. So instead of risking a lot of lives, Itachi made up his mind that he, being the intelligent young man that he is, they said he had the intelligence of a Kage when he was 7. So being intelligent as he was, he decided, hey, I'll just kill my whole clan because I'm the only one that can do it. In return, instead of all the bloodshed, I will do it, and we will avoid the bloodshed of many, many others. We already knew this, though. This is pretty much just kind of a recap at that part. But then we find out that the Uchiha, actually, kind of an incongruency, but the Uchiha, we find out that he says that the one who valued, the second Hokage says the one who valued love and friendship were the Uchiha, not the Senju, as everyone was saying. People were saying the Senju valued love and friendship more than Jutsu, but it was actually the Uchiha, and because of this, they couldn't control their rage when their friends and loved ones were destroyed, which activated their Sharingan, which would become OP, and they could do some dangerous shit with it. So that's why he was kind of biased against the Uchiha, and after the whole affairs with Madara becoming an enemy of Konoha, he was pretty much biased permanently against the Uchiha, so he set them off in their own quarters at the outskirts of the village. He basically set all this stuff into motion for the Uchiha to be persecuted against, and he had a really unfair bias against them. And Hashirama was always telling him, before Hashirama died, not to be biased, not to do this, because it's obviously just going to cause problems. And honestly, we find out, well, if you just think about it, that the second Hokage was pretty much the cause of all the problems that the Uchiha had. We don't know how Sasuke is going to react to this quite yet, but he looks kind of pissed. But I don't know. I don't know. What would be a really disappointing thing, in my opinion, is if Sasuke actually turns good. If Sasuke starts acting like a good guy now, and starts fighting against Madara and wants to get back to the Leaf Village. That would be pretty anticlimactic to me. So I doubt how it's gonna go. Other than this, other than Sasuke's Sasuke at the end of the chat, he asks the will, basically about the will to Shinobi. That's pretty much gonna be the hype for next episode. I mean, in my opinion, it wasn't really a great cliffhanger, but it was necessary. Another thing that's kind of puzzling to me that was mentioned in this chapter, Orochimaru said he's no longer looking to destroy Konoha. He's now essentially a good guy. Orochimaru is essentially a good guy, which worries me, because what I was thinking would happen in this arc. Sasuke and Orochimaru would now want to destroy Konoha together, and Orochimaru is going to turn into the villain in the grand scheme of things, which may still happen, but the fact that he said with his own mouth that he has nothing against Konoha anymore is kind of disturbing to me. As in Orochimaru. I like Orochimaru as a villain much better than Madara and Obito, but again, I said I would make this into a QQ fest about how Naruto's going, so I'm not going to continue with that. But yeah, we got to see Tobirama, Hashirama. I think Tobirama is a lot more interesting of a character now. He looks a lot tougher. But hey, I'm pretty sure Hashirama is stronger. But his attitude kind of disappointed me. I don't know. Tell me how you feel about this, guys. All right, that's it for my review. This chapter was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty good the way things are going. I mean, it was necessary. It actually wasn't a bad chapter because we actually got to see into the personalities of the four Kages a bit more, and it's really interesting stuff if you're a really good Naruto fan. On a side note, I started recently reading a series called Gantz, and wow, I have to say I really enjoyed it. I think I'm on chapter around 270 right now, and I started like only a few days ago, so it's definitely worth reading. It captured me. So I'm gonna be doing a little video on Gantz soon. I'm going to be doing the One Piece review right after this. Guys, go ahead and comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this chapter. Do you think everything I mentioned about Orochimaru, Sasuke, Tobirama, Hashirama, what do you think is going to happen in this arc? How do you think this is going to go? Because of the way it's looking, Naruto might actually end soon. Because, again, we have pretty much everybody here. Nobody's really left out of this conflict. So we might just see a climax, which would be kind of disappointing at this point. But, alright guys, peace out.